Okay, so another video on making standalone proxies, and in this we're going to use a tool that doesn't normally jump to the forefront when you think about making proxies. We're going to look at using Compressor. This is Apple Compressor. Now, Apple Compressor is a brilliant piece of software. I've used it over the years for all sorts of things. It's really powerful, and it's also it's hooked into it's hooked directly into it's Apple's. So obviously it's going to work incredibly well on their own operating system. However, they've added this. I don't know when this appeared. This proxy bit over here. You can make proxies with it, but it's sort of limited. Obviously, because it's Apple, you can't use BRAW. That's not happening. And also, for some reason, and I don't know why. Here we go. I've got some Komodo footage. You can't use Komodo footage in it. Anyway, let's just go through it. So you've got your viewing window at the top here. You've got where you add your files. You've got your presets for what you want to do with your material over here. I'm going to drag in this Canon C70 footage, see if that does it. That won't do it. Okay, let's drag the CRM straight in. Actually, I've got some up here. Let's use these ones. A19, it was in A19, much smaller. So we can do, yeah, there's only 3 in there. Let's see if we'll take that folder. Nope. Take that folder. Nope. Will it take those files? Yes. Okay, so it's taken in my series, but obviously that's not very useful, is it? You want something to drag it over and select it. So now I could do a preset, make a proxy. So over here, you've got proxy settings. So what am I going to do it? I'm going to do it ProRes proxy half size. That's what we want. If I drag that on the very top of this, I believe, hang on, let me select them all. Select them all. They were all selected. I've just done it wrong. And then put that on the top. It should, yeah, it's now selected all of them to do the same thing. Now, the only thing that I didn't do, because you have to write a preset for it, is my output location. Now you can set this, I've just been lazy, location source, new location, other, and then go over to my T7, put it in that silver stack folder I've been using. You see, you sort of like predetermine this. I'm sure there's a setting here you can make them all do it. Let's just, honestly, bear with me. Bear with me. Of the silver stack, of the, I'll tell I don't use this very much, don't you? I mean, it's not really a go-to tool. I just needed to show it to you. Anyway, so there we are. I probably could have done that with one selection, couldn't I? There's my files. Now, the preset's here, and it comes up on the right-hand side and tells you what the preset's doing. So there we are. Half the size, frame rates, everything like that, clean aperture, enable video pass-through if you want the pure audio to come out the other side. Otherwise, yeah, it's been switched on. So that means the proxies will probably match up on the other side. Because one of the problems is with H.264 proxies, or if you remove audio channels in certain packages, it won't relink. I think most of the packages won't relink. Anyway, so I've got my proxies in it, my files in here, and you click Start Batch, and you can see a quality view of what it's going to look like. It's a bit darker. And then you can start batch. There we go. Pops at the top there. It shows you all the Canon files. It starts doing it. Now you can allow job segmentation or whatever. You see how quick that is. Now that's pretty quick. When I did that in SilverStack, it just wasn't having any of it. It took ages to do that. Completed. There's all the other files I was doing. Current. Okay, but one of the things you can do with this, which is quite powerful, is watch folders. You can create a watch folder, add a preset to it, leave compressor running, and any file you drop into it, it will automatically transcode it and send it to another place. I mean, you can do that with some of the other packages. It's just a little bit easier to set up. We did spot some problems with this because we were trying to do something with Premiere, and it basically whatever you were doing with the watch folder, the preset wouldn't assign the correct audio channel, so it became useless to us. It's a real shame because it was quite powerful, because you just leave this running in the background doing its thing with a watch folder, and it becomes quite a powerful tool. Anyway, let's quickly nip over here, go to that silver stack folder, and there we go. It's just done. I mean, they are quite small Canon files, but I mean, it's quite quick. But yeah, compressor, it's a brilliant tool. There's loads to it. I mean, I've just skimmed over it there, haven't I? With what you can actually do with compressor. Let's get rid of the watch folders bit. It's very, very powerful. And obviously you can do this. You can duplicate that, quarter size proxy, go over to that one, and I can now create my own preset and do what I like to it. You've got resizing, all sorts of video effects you can put in here, noise removal, sharpening, watermarks, color correction, black and white restoration, custom LUT, gamma correction, all sorts of toys you can add in. Audio, I believe you've got audio effects. Enable audio pass-through, switch that off. Audio effects, fade in, fade out, peak limiter. So you can modify, I believe that most of the movies for iTunes are actually finalized and delivered in this. I believe that this is the sort of official thing that you have to use. Add to home movies. Yeah, but I mean, I think this is the official delivery method for iTunes movies. So it has to pass through this to Apple devices to go up on your screen. There we go. Apple devices 4K 10-bit HLG Dolby. There we go. Anyway, there you go. That's Compressor. You can use it if you've got Final Cut. You've definitely got it. It's problematic. It doesn't deal with BRAW, and I've never found a way of getting a red file into it as it stands. But you could do other material through there. If you're stuck and you don't want to, you spend the money on FCPX and you don't want to spend any more money, or just do the proxies in FCPX. There you go.